Oh, God, this movie was terrible. Yes, another Nicholas Sparks movie. That's all we need is more Nicholas Sparks adaptations. Fuck, I hate these movies. Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and yeah, this review is for the new romance movie, The Longest Ride. The Longest Ride, yes, is another Nicholas Sparks adaptation. Every year we get these damn movies. Every year I have to sit through them and suffer through them, and every year I hate them. And obviously this year is no exception because The Longest Ride, just to cut it short, it sucks. But let's go into details of this movie. The story of this movie is about a bull rider named Luke, and he falls in love with a college student named Sophia. Yeah, what a shocker. Yeah, a Nicholas Sparks movie about love. That's what they're all about, for God's sakes. But yeah, also in these two couples, they meet an old guy named Ira, who's played by Alda, who's a great actor. Watch a lot of Woody Allen movies, so you'll see how good of an actor that guy is. But yeah, these two couples run into this old guy, and he shares his memories of his past, about him and his wife when they were younger, and he tells the story how about they were truly in love. And this story, of course, this story inspires this lead couple to do better, and they can be like in love forever and shit like that. And basically, this movie is two generations of a love story. It's two stories, and both stories are just as annoying, cliched, and irritating to watch. But of course, this is a Nicholas Sparks adaptation. What else am I gonna get for this stupid movie? This movie sucks. Yeah, I'll say this a lot through this review. This movie sucks because it does. Like, why do every year we have to suffer through these movies? Yes, we know the girls will go see them, but critically they all do horribly. The box office wise, they don't do like great, but why do we have to keep making these damn movies? Are women this naive? Do they just get always manipulative by these stupid movies? I'll admit, this new movie, The Longest Ride, isn't as manipulative as like other Nicholas Sparks movies like Dear John, The Best of Me, and A Walk to Remember. Those are very manipulative movies. This actually isn't. This is actually a little bit more down to earth, even though it's formulaic and cliched as shit, and the chemistry is absolutely terrible, like all the chemistry with every couple in all these damn movies. But yeah, this movie isn't good. It's not good. It thinks it's trying to be deep and loving and heartfelt, but it's not. It's cliched, formulaic, and the typical Nicholas Sparks bullshit. And why do people get like tricked into seeing these movies? These movies are just terrible, and The Longest Ride is no exception. In this movie, there's a few cast members. None of them are very known, but yeah, the people that star in this movie is Jack Eastwood, who's Clint Eastwood's son, Britt Robertson, Alda, Oona Chaplin, and Jack Huston. And the performances, I can actually admit, aren't as bad as other movies. Like, the performances in The Best of Me, the last year's The Best of Me, which was one of the worst movies that year, that was bad. And those are two good actors, like James Marsden and Michelle Monaghan. These actually have pretty no-name actors, and yeah, they weren't actually half bad. The girl, she was The girl Sophia, the character Sophia was kind of an annoying character. But, freaking Clint Eastwood's son's in this movie, and he actually isn't half bad. He's not that bad. He's actually sort of likable, and Alda's a great actor. Just the writing for this movie is awful. Just awful. Just so bad. The dialogue was terrible. These characters were all one-note characters. Nothing in this movie seemed realistic. I never bought anything in this movie. I never bought this romance. I never felt like, oh my god, these people are just truly in love. No, I never do with any of these movies. I feel like I'm just watching two people act like they're in love. Not that they're actually in love. When I see the movies like the Before trilogy, I see a couple. When I see these movies, I just see like a soap opera. That's what like these Nicholas Sparks things are. They're trying to be like soap operas, and they try to put like little comedic moments that aren't funny. They try to put a lot of heart and soul, and it just doesn't work. It's not poetic or compelling. And they try to put all this lovey-dovey shit, and like, oh, we mean something, and they don't. It's just any basic formulaic love story. Like, Nicholas Sparks, like, I know a lot of people love his books. I've never read his books, but if his movies are like his books, they're fucking terrible. And yeah, I'm tired. I'm just so tired that I have to sit through all these damn movies. I know people can say, just don't go see them. Well, it's my job to see them. I critique movies, that's what I do, and this is just terrible. Yes, it's not manipulative, and yes, the performances aren't that bad like other movies. This movie is still shit, and I'm just tired. I am tired of watching these damn movies. At least, you know, like, 50 Shades of Grey and Accidental Love, they're bad movies. They're probably way worse than this movie. But the reason this movie annoyed me is because people get like tricked into seeing it. Like people actually think this movie means something. This movie is powerful. See, 50 Shades of Grey, everyone knows that movie's stupid. Everyone knows Accidental Love is stupid, but when people probably see this movie, they'll say, oh, it means something. It's Nicholas Sparks. He gets women. He gets true love. No, he doesn't. He knows nothing about true love. True love is not like what you say and stuff. It's what you do. It's what you feel. And this movie made me feel nothing. Made me feel empty. And that's what Nicholas Sparks has on me and everyone in this fucking world. All people who have a mind, at least. I at least thought with this new director, maybe he would have done something better, because this movie is actually directed by George Tillman Jr., who is, like, he hasn't done a lot of movies. He's actually a producer, but he's directed a few movies. 3 in particular I've personally seen. One was great, one was okay, and one was shit. So I thought this movie would be the middle ground. Maybe this would be one of his good ones, so he'd be a better director. But yeah, the one he directed that was good is a pretty underrated comedy drama called Soul Food. Soul Food's a really good movie. Check that out. I should check that out instead of any of these movies or any of them, especially The Longest Ride. Soul Food's a great movie. And the movie that he directed that was okay was Notorious by Notorious B.I.G. I know a lot of people loved that movie. I thought it was okay. Anthony Mackie was awesome as Tupac Shakur. But I didn't like the lead actor. That movie didn't really hit me like a lot of people did. I'm a B.I.G. fan, just that movie just didn't hit me like a lot of people. A lot of fans loved that movie. The critics were mixed on it, but the fans loved that movie. I thought it was only okay. And then the movie that this guy directed that I didn't like was the Dwayne Johnson movie, Faster. There's no denying that that movie is just shit. Dwayne Johnson's terrible, the action's terrible, that's just a very lame action movie. So yeah, that director did 3 movies that I've seen personally. I think he's done more, but yeah. One was good, one was okay, one was bad. So this movie would define if he's good or not. And this movie sucked. Yes. I don't fully blame him, because actually, I see he was trying with this movie. He was trying to make it meaningful. He was trying to make it powerful. Just he failed. He failed horribly. The structure was a little off. The execution was pretty poor. But at least the acting wasn't bad. At least he knew how to direct his actors properly. But this movie was still terrible, and unfortunately this goes into his bad pile with Faster. But who knows, this guy, this guy's potential, I think, because he did movies like Soul Food and Notorious, and I can see what he was doing. He puts a lot of effort into his movies, and he tried with this movie, but it failed. It failed big time, because I really hated this movie. If this wasn't maybe a Nicholas Sparks movie, I might have given this movie a higher rating, but since every year I have to suffer through these movies, I'm going to give this movie a really low rating. Scale 1 to 10, I'm going to give this movie a 2.8 out of 10. Yes, it really pissed me off, this movie. And this movie was long. Really long. This movie was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. No wonder this movie's called The Longest Ride. This movie feels like a very long ride. A very long, boring ride. So yeah, skip it. I know a lot of girls will probably love to see this movie. Please don't get tricked into it. It's a terrible movie. It's got nothing valuable, and it's got, there's nothing new or fresh about it. It's a typical Nicholas Sparks bullshit. Skip this movie. So in the comment section below, tell me, what do you think is the shittiest Nicholas Sparks movie? The shittiest adaptation movie? Comment below, let me know. This is not the shittiest for me. I think The Best of Me or Dear John. Those are the 2 movies I think are the worst. But yeah, those 2 are probably my least favorites. But give me your least favorites. What's the shittiest Nicholas Sparks movie? Comment below, let me know. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.